What is up guys, Vortex here, and today I'm going to be showcasing you a game between my opponent's Alphamon and myself playing Gabumon WereGarurumon. This is a deck that I was testing at locals earlier this week, and I think it was interesting, probably like a lot more fine-tuning, but yeah, let's see how the game goes. But before we get fully into the game, please do like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Currently only 8.2% of you guys are actually subscribed to the channel, so please subscribe to the channel, it really does mean a lot. So we get back into the game, and the opponent's got a pretty good start, got Cool Boy and a Black Memory Boost, goes up to a level 4. And I have a pretty good start here with the Cool Boy and the Matashida. Got a lot of memory to play with here. And so, the idea behind this deck was the fact that going into Metal Garurumon, while yes it does help with an OTK turn, it sometimes it doesn't do enough, and so I thought potentially putting in a Gabumon package would be quite interesting. Plus the Matashida has synergy with all the Garuru/Gabumons, and I thought it'd be pretty cool. And so with this turn, basically, I get to go into the WereGarurumon, I swing, I don't get to unsuspend itself because I don't have a Garurumon. It needs to be specifically a Garurumon, not a Garurumon in its name. So I go into the X antibody, I swing twice, and of course, on the third check, I get Iron Fisted Onslaught, which sucks. I then hard play the Gabumon X antibody and get no search. And so my opponent goes to the Dorumon, attaches, I believe, the level 3, and then he goes into Dex, gets an additional memory, gets to discard to gain an additional memory. Really good stack here, obviously, getting a lot of advantage. So my Gabu gets deleted there. And yeah, he's pretty much like in a really good position at this point. What I'm basically hoping for, like I'm hoping for a miracle at this point, but yeah, we'll see what we can get on that one. So he plays Kota, I believe. Was it Kota? No, he pops Black Memory Boost and plays Kota, and then goes into the Oriyumon, attaching. I don't know which one he attached there, but gets multiple effects. And so I draw, go to the Upa. Yeah, I wanted to try out the Upas as well. I feel like the is it the Sunemon, I believe it's called? The 1k doesn't really matter in this deck list. Maybe it would in certain situations, which we might get to. But yeah, I really wanted to just try out this version. So I go into the Gabumon in Raising, and then I go into the Gabumon on play. Well, when you play a Tamer, you get a memory. And I kind of knew at this point, like, I'm pretty much hoping that it goes like goes my way. I doubt it does. So I don't know if this was a misplay on my behalf, but I decided to go into the X antibody for additional searches because I think at this point I'm kind of just hoping that I can get an answer or potentially go faster than my opponent. And so then I go into Matashida, basically going back to his free cost. So I've got a really good stack here, and I feel like I've got like a really good potential chance of going for game next turn. Like, I believe currently he only swings for 2 or 3 checks, which is pretty good, and he goes into the Oriyumon, or the Alphamon Oryuken. So he basically is close to ending his turn. And yeah, so we check out the swings. The first one is a Gabu, the second one is an Ice Wall, which does mean it ends his turn. I believe, yeah, the Gabumon does get deleted. I promote, gain a memory, and I believe I'm supposed to gain like more memory because of the mat, yep. And this is where it all goes, like all or nothing basically. So I'm really hoping at this situation. Could I have played it safer? Probably. But I think I'm going to go into the Bond of Friendship because, quite frankly, it almost it wins me the game here. And you've got to play to your outs, I think. So I swing, unsuspend, returning the Dorumon. First security is a Dexdoru, so I'm perfectly fine with that. And the next swing is Iron Fisted. So at this point I'm just like, great. That's definitely what I want to see. Yeah, not good. Not good, to say the least. So I play a match leader, give him one, and basically, yep, he has game, he swings and goes for game. Okay, and we get into game 2. I end up starting. I go into the EX1 Gabumon, and then I hard play a Garurumon. So in this situation, yeah, people might think like giving him 5 memory on his turn is, you know, a lot. But in this situation, I think having the level 4 just casually in play here actually does quite a lot, because it obviously gives him a lot to set up for his following turns, but I get to apply a lot of pressure here, and I think that's just really strong in this situation. So I end up going into the X antibody here just to get some additional DP. I swing. It's a WereGarurumon, so it's only 1k, so it stays alive, which is great. I keep in raising here because I kind of want to just threaten the bond of friendship if I do end up getting the match sheeder. I go for the Gabumon here, and I can't remember what I added. He then goes to the Dexoru to Digivolve and get a memory. He then goes into the level 5, attaching that, going to 2. So go to my turn, and I feel like I'm in a really strong position right now because I can pressure a lot this turn, I feel. I'm going to keep it in raising, and then I'm going to swing 2 times. The Gabumon unfortunately goes to the trash, but the Gabo X antibody survives. And as you can see in raising, I kind of just, like, one of the things I wanted to do was really just push for Gabumon in this situation, but when I have enough memory to just go straight into a WereGarurumon, I think I'm going to take it. And so it gets to Digivolve my X antibody, so I only have a Garurumon in play. He swings into security, I get a mat, I get a Cool Boy, so 2 really good security there. And the other one was a Garurumon. I think this was a misplay from my opponent. I think he could have easily won this game potentially. Actually no, that's a bit, I was going to say if he swings into the level 4, he might have a better chance of winning next turn, but in this situation it doesn't really matter because it's the Oryukin anyways. But yeah, I mean, I thought it might be a better play, but clearly it's not. I get to promote the WereGarurumon. There is a Garurumon underneath it now, so I actually do get the double swing. Just got to make sure it actually survives. I swing at security, draw additional card, look at the top 3. I then add a Gabumon or a Tamer. I add the Bond of Friendship because it's classed as a Gabumon. Then swing at security, it's a 5k, so I'm kind of very close here. I swing again, it's a 5k, and then I have the X antibody for game. And so we get into this final game now, and to be honest, I think from this game of testing, I feel like it went pretty well. I feel like I should have won game 1, it was just the case that I hit into an Iron Fisted, unfortunately. And game 2 was pretty much all in my control, so my opponent gets to start off first, and he goes into a Black Memory Boost, and passes basically. I then go into a Gabo X antibody, and then just reveal like what I end up getting, because I think like that's the target I was looking for mainly, I believe. I can't remember, but I get the search for the WereGaruru, and then get the Gabo X antibody, get the Garuru added to hand, and so like I feel like I'm in a pretty strong position here. I mean, I go for the Cool Boy. I think this was a mistake. I think go for the Cool Boy is good, but I tend to get 2 memory anyways when it passes to my turn. Maybe not this turn if he uses the Black Memory Boost, just due to the fact that most of this like costs like 2 to 3 to evolve into, or did you evolve into? So yeah, so he goes into Dexora, and as you can see, he has his stack pretty much locked down. So not looking good for me. He just has all the different versions of it. Deleting the Gabu X anti sucks because that was pressure that I would really want. He swings at security for 2 checks, I believe. He lives perfectly fine, and yeah, it's not looking good to say the least on my behalf, because he just needs to go into a level 6. He gets so much control of the game, and yeah, I'm just revealing here like, maybe this is what I should have done. This is the reason why I was highlighting the BT-05 Gabu in my hand, just because if I had that first, I would obviously play that and keep it in raising, and then just end up playing the Mat Ashida, because then I would be able to go into the Bond of Friendship and then return the level 5 on his side of the field, which would have obviously been way more impactful and probably won me the game in this situation. However, it doesn't happen, so I promote, going to Garuru and then Garuru X Antibody, getting additional draws and memory. I'm now thinking about how I want to end my turn, because quite frankly I can't really do that much, and I'm basically hoping that security is okay. But unfortunately my opponent has had Black Memory Boost basically on all turns, so it's really hard to memory choke him, because if I had memory choked him here, sure, it would have sucked that I didn't have the WereGarurumon, but at least I'd have like some board presence. So he goes to the Alphamon, de-digivolves my guy, and then equips one. And so now he's at 1 memory, I believe. Yep, swings. I get Ice Wall here, which is lucky, but the security do end up going. And so I'm looking at my hand, and as I'm at 1 memory, yeah, I mean this is brutal, because literally, like, what am I supposed to do at this point? Like, I can't like, I can't digivolve, I can swing, but it doesn't really do anything, and yeah, it's not looking good in the slightest. So I think what I end up doing here is just like going into the X antibody, see if I get an additional draw. I swing with the Garuru X anti, draw additional card, but like at this point it is pretty much game.